Manipulating place value by tens, hundreds, and thousands by actually using the adding and subtracting strategy. So for example, if I want to know what is 10 more than 879, I can just go ahead and add, since it's saying more, 10 onto 879. Now I want to be really careful about how I'm lining this up. I can see that I will have 879 and my 9 is my ones place value, the 7 is the tens place value, and the 8 is then the hundreds place value. I need to make sure that I'm starting on the right hand side and getting everything lined up. That my 10 is in the tens place value and my ones is in the ones place value. If I line it up wrong, I'm going to get the wrong answer. Now since I'm doing more, I'm going to be adding, and then it's just a matter of solving. 9 plus 0 is 9, 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 plus nothing is 8, so we figured out that 10 more than 879 is 889. I can do the same when it says less, it's just now I know that I am subtracting. I want to know what is 100 less than 2067. Again, the biggest thing is getting everything lined up. I need that 1 to be in the hundreds place value. So here I have thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. That means the 1 has to be in the hundreds place value. The 0 tens and the 0 ones need to be lined up under the correct numbers as well. Now it's just a matter of subtracting. 7 minus 0 is 7. 6 minus nothing is 6. This next one's tricky. If I have nothing, I can't take away 1. I can't give you 1. So I need to do some borrowing. I'm going to break up one of those thousands, so now I only have 1,000 left. But inside that 1,000 there was 10 hundredths, so I'm going to turn this 0 into a 10. Now I can do 10 minus 1, no problem. That gives me a 9. And then I have 1 minus nothing is 1. I figured out that 100 less than 2067 was 1967. This next one says, what is 1000 more than 432? More is telling me that I need to add. And again, the biggest thing is you really have to make sure you get everything lined up correctly. I only have hundreds, tens, and ones here. I don't have any thousands. That means I need to create a thousands column and put my 1 in it. Then I have my 0 hundredths, my 0 tens, and my 0 ones. Now it's just a matter of adding. 2 plus nothing is 2. 3 plus nothing is 3. 4 plus nothing is 4. And then 1 plus nothing is 1. 1,000 more than 432 is 1,432. This last one again, what is 10 more than 4,893? If it's more, am I saying adding or subtracting? You are correct if you said adding. Now where do I put the 1 under? Does it go under the 4, the 8, the 9, or the 3? I agree if you said 9. Can you tell me why? You're right, this is the tens place value, and I want to add 1 10, so I need to make sure that my 1 goes here, and my 0 ones go over here. Oops. 3 plus nothing is 3. 9 plus 1 is 10, so I have to put down the 0, and that 10 tens is really like a whole nother 100. 8 plus 1 is 9, and then 4 plus nothing is 4. We figured out that 10 more than 4,893 is actually 4,903. For these next problems, I want you to solve them yourself, and I want you to try the strategy of adding and subtracting underneath. Pay close attention to what the word is saying, more or less, and really make sure that you're lining them up correctly. This is 110, 100, 1,000, and 110. Make sure everything is lined up correctly. Get a whiteboard to solve these problems, copy them down, then pause the video. You can play it again when you're ready to check your work. Okay, welcome back. You're ready to check your work. When I say less, I know that I'm doing a subtracting problem, so I need to make sure I have my subtraction sign. And the biggest thing is I have to get everything lined up. This 1 in the 10 needs to go in the tens place value. This is the 100, this is the ones, the tens is right here in the middle. So I need my 1 here, and my 0 here. Now when I do my subtracting, 4 minus nothing is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. And then 7 minus nothing is 7. So 10 less than 434 is 724. Now 100 more is telling me I need to be adding, and I really had to be careful and put the 1 in the hundreds place value. Here we have thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. So my hundreds place value is right here. And I have 0 tens and 0 ones. Now it's just a matter of adding. 2 plus nothing is 2. 6 plus nothing is 6. 9 plus 1 is 10, so I put down the 0 because 10 hundredths is really like 1,000. 1 plus 1 is 2. I just figured out that 100 more than 1,962 is 2,062. For 100 or 1,000 less, I'm going to be subtracting because less means subtracting, and I need to make sure that my 1 gets in the thousands place value. Here I have my ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, so the 1 is going to go underneath the 9. Then I have 0 hundreds, 0 tens, 0 ones. 3 minus nothing is 3. 2 minus nothing is 2. 7 minus nothing is 7. And then 9 minus 1 is 8. I figured out that 1,000 less than 9,723 is 8,723. And then this last one, 10 more. More tells me I'm adding. I need to make sure that I line up my 1 in the tens place value. So here's my ones and my tens. I have 1 extra 10 that I'm adding and 0 extra ones. 3 plus nothing is 3. And 8 plus 1 is 9. I figured out that 10 more than 83 is 93. If you got all of these answers correct, you can go ahead and move on to the next activity. This may be a strategy that is useful to you, actually adding or subtracting on those tens, hundreds, and thousands. If not, watch this video again, and then we'll see where our mistake is.